week, the government has defended its proposal to introduce a minimum tax at 1% of turnover, saying it is time that efforts to widen the tax net were stepped up. The proposal, contained in the Finance Bill of 2020, seeks to have even loss-making business ventures pay taxes, a move the Treasury Cabinet Secretary says is long overdue in helping Kenya bridge its revenue shortfalls. Julian's Amboko with the details.
In just 1 week, the Treasury Cabinet Secretary Yatani will be tabling the annual budget before the National Assembly, and this time he is facing an even greater headache on how to mobilize revenue amidst all the tax relief measures undertaken by the government in light of COVID-19. Contained in the Finance Bill of 2020 is the proposal to introduce a minimum tax at 1% of turnover, a proposal which has been met with stiff opposition from businesses and the general public, given the implication it is set to have on businesses which are struggling to stay afloat. Treasury CS Yatani says the proposal is meant to net all those businesses which have not been forthright with their books of accounts and thus ended up evading taxes.
In the past, all the businesses have not also been quite patriotic. Many of them have been maintaining two books. One that, declares profit and kept for them, one for the public where they declare losses. And in that case, government has lost so much money.
Yatani says businesses will in effect now have two choices on which to remit taxes.
So now the individual corporates are given opportunity to declare their profits as it is and be charged on it, the 25%. Or whatever they declare losses, if we think there's no genuine, then based on that, they're going to pay 1%, and the options are left to them to choose which model they want to go.
Yatani further says that it is critical that Kenyans appreciate that the government is already foregoing an estimated 170 billion shillings through relief measures it has extended in light of the COVID-19 pandemic.
I will now interrupt the business of the House to allow the Cabinet Secretary for the National Treasury.
He says nothing stops Parliament from making amendments to the proposal.
In the past, we are not talking of an extraordinary situation like this. There's no harm. We are also going to create, if need be, a transitional clause until the situation improves. So if me and you salary are paying, and a corporate that makes huge profit have now, capitalized on cooking books to make sure that they clear losses and pay nothing, I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's something we can allow.
Yatani has equally emphasized that the focus of the budget to be tabled next week before the National Assembly will be on how to seal revenue leakages.
In the past, we've given all sorts of exemptions and tax holidays, zero rating for all manner of goods. But when weighed against these and whether the benefits are trickling down to the intended beneficiary, you see none, or you see quite limited. It's on that basis that we want to shrink down on tax expenditure, but have something uniform that affects everyone.
Julian's Amboko, NTV.